Hi everyone, this is Terence Tan, the Impossible Investor. Now, welcome back to another episode of the Impossible Market Updates for the US markets over here. Now, sorry about missing out on yesterday because it's a public holiday over here in Singapore. Yes, we're in Singapore, but we're trading the US markets because of the options on stocks that's available for us. Now, so let's get to the market and what we have today and what kind of trades I'll be looking at, as well as what I've put on in yesterday's sell-off in the market as it opened over here. Now, so just to catch up over the weekend, again on another Monday or before Monday's market open, all right, or Trump or the US over here has shocked the market, all right, this time with the conglomerates in the US slapping a ban across the board on Huawei and Huawei's products over here. Now, so it's going to kind of impact Huawei on its dominance over here, or trying to dominate the markets over here as one of the leading smartphone sellers, right? But in the way of how I see things over here, it's kind of playing back to the music of the temporary short-term kind of fear that we have in the markets. Okay, let me elaborate a little bit further on this before I get to the markets. Now, Huawei has been climbing up over the years. All right, Huawei is a China company over here, and if you have gone on YouTube or Google and did a search on how big the company is, you will be shocked to realize, just what kind of size they have grown themselves into. Yeah, all right. We all talk about how the US tech companies over here have some of the nicest campus over here. Take a look at Huawei's campus. They even have a train within their campus, right? That's how kind of ridiculous the size of the company has grown over the years over here. Now, so Huawei, I'm sure as a whole is prepared for this. Yeah, all right. Okay, a lot of Chinese conglomerates over here have prepared for this for a number of years. All right, they have not rolled it out. Yeah, all right. But if they are forced into a corner over here, I'm sure they do have backup plans available. Yeah, okay. Now, so that's just all for that chapter over here. But having these kind of news coming out in the markets presents what we call opportunities. Opportunities more so if you're an impossible investor, all right, because the markets as it opened yesterday kind of plunged. Yeah, all right, okay, and as it plunged over here, is presented what we call a bargain opportunity or a sale opportunity. All right, now let's take a look at the markets as of yesterday. Okay, now, so I'm just going to shorten the time frame a little bit to show you what exactly happened in the markets. Okay, now, so what we're looking at over here is the white colored zones. All right, okay, I'm just looking at a 15-minute bar over here, all right, okay, or a white colored zone over here. Now, so as the market opened, or before it opened over here, it has already broken through all the supports that they have on an intraday basis on the trading day of yesterday. Okay, so basically, in our terms over here, we have what we call a no-holds-barred day. All right, it could really plummet over here, or it could just hang around within that range. Okay, now in this case, it really hang around within that range because it opened at a low. All right, okay, market started to recover over here from the fears initially, all right, and then it kind of sell off before the close over here, all right, and closed around the midpoint range, which is similar to the opening session of the day. Yeah, okay, now, but what you have missed out over here was the sell-off that we saw yesterday was really one-sided again. What do we mean by one-sided? Because if you look at the three major index in the US, yeah, all right, the one that really fell as of yesterday over here was the NASDAQ. Yeah, all right, okay, because the NASDAQ was the only index that fell over 1% over here. It fell about 1.7% as a whole. Yeah, okay, all right, and it was just weak throughout the day. Yeah, all right, because of the implications with Huawei over here, a lot of US tech companies which supplies, main components to Huawei as a whole over here were being sold off, were being sell off over here, all right, and across the board, most of the tech companies were down. Yeah. Now, so if any of you were really looking at some really established tech companies to get on over here on a short-term basis, all right, and latch on some opportunities, this is your chance over here, all right, the way I see it at least. Yeah, okay, now, so it sold off at the beginning over here, it kind of recovered together in the market, all right, okay, but it led the sell-off towards the close again. Yeah, all right. One index that wasn't really affected over here was actually the Dow Jones. Yeah, all right, the Dow Jones was pretty much the most stable one throughout the day. As you can see, it's just bouncing around and really going nowhere. Yeah, okay, and just falling off 0.3%. It was kind of insignificant over here. Yeah, okay, now, so what we did yesterday as a whole was, as the market kind of sold off over here, we went back to some of our kind of what we call pillar stocks over here. Pillar stocks where we know we can always go back to, all right, and sell options on to generate income from the investments that we make over here. On great companies. Yeah, okay, now, so let's take a look at some of them that we went to. Yeah, okay, the first one we established over here was a trade on Nike. Yeah, all right, as Nike sold off over here on the open. Yeah, all right, we established a put option trade over here on Nike for something that expires this week. So it's something really, really short, just to capitalize on the sell-off over here. Something that we did last week as well. Yeah, all right, we did it last week over here where we sold a put option as well. All right, and as market recovered on the second day, all right, we immediately closed it for a quick profit. All right, is it gonna repeat itself come tonight's US session? I don't know, but if it does, yeah, all right, it's gonna be 2 winning trades in 2 weeks running. All right, on Nike, the same stock that has closed out in just a single day. Yeah, all right, of course, I'll hope for that to happen, but I'm not in control. All right, remember, as an Impossible investor, we invest without a crystal ball on our hands over here. That's how we look at things. Now, so moving ahead over here, all right, this was a 0.99% return trade on Nike over here for this week. All right, another stock that we established over here, right? If you have head over to my Instagram or my Facebook kind of stories, yeah, all right, okay, Facebook or Instagram stories, you see me highlighting these two companies for today's Impossible Facts. Yeah, okay, now if those of you are on Instagram, you can follow me at Impossible Terrence. Yeah, okay, that's my Instagram handle over here. Okay, now going back, GLW. Okay, now so GLW was pretty much stable as of the sell-off, right? But what I'm really capitalizing on was the sell-off on the closing of Friday. Yeah, it was pretty stable over here, all right, but as of Friday it kind of sold off over here, all right, so it led into today's trading on Monday. Yeah, okay, all right, so I'm going to take advantage of it, and what I did was to sell a put option on GLW as well. Okay, but what I did over here was not a single week trade but a 2-week trade instead. Yeah, okay, now so we are aiming to make about 3.62% return on an option that we sold that expires on 31st May, which is next Friday, following Friday over here. Okay, now so these were the 2 trades that we established as of last night. Okay, now if you really want to ask me in terms of what trades am I looking at today, yeah, okay, I'm definitely looking at what we call the healthcare sector. Healthcare sector has always been one of my favorites over here. Okay, now so let's take a look at some good counters over there. All right, Cardinal Health. All right, Cardinal Health has posted some stable and strong earnings, so it has recovered a little bit from the weakness they had prior to their earnings release. Okay, so we are seeing Cardinal Health over here bouncing around the 45, 46 levels for a couple of days over here now. Okay, now so if it does weaken over here back to 45, all right, in today's trading, I may actually think of selling a put option on it. Okay, now another one that I really like over here will be Walgreens. As you know, we have just won on a trade on Walgreens just expiring last Friday. I'm looking to get back in on this one over here, but I'm looking for the right strike price with the right returns. Yeah, okay, which I didn't get on yesterday's market. Right, now another one you can really look at over here is AbbVie. Yeah, all right, AbbVie is another one that's been bouncing around but really going nowhere. Yeah, okay, now so we're looking at these 3 healthcare counters, but we're probably only going to establish 1 or 2 of them, all right, adhering to what we call the diversification philosophy in our portfolio. Now, just to end off today's video over here, right, I'm going to highlight a stock that I find really, really interesting. Now, many of you may think it's risky over here, but I find it really interesting because Qualcomm. All right, Qualcomm has really spiked up. It's really jumped up after it settled its lawsuit over here with Apple. Yeah, okay, all right. But what it's done over the last 1 week is being implicated in the Huawei's issues over here. It has kind of sold off. All right, it was more tapered at the beginning over here, but it kind of really sold off in yesterday's market trading. Yeah, as all the tech companies really started selling off. Now, let me kind of reiterate why I really see this as a great opportunity. Because if I pull it further over here, just to show you what I'm trying to establish. What I'm trying to really show you over here is, that gap over here, right? The gap when, the whole lawsuit was being settled. So Qualcomm really started gapping from, a stable price range of about $58 over here, all the way up to about 76 levels. Yeah, right, before running all the way up to $90, a high of $90, right? And now we're seeing it coming back all the way down to 76 again. Yeah, okay, now, so many of us will see this as a support on the gap over here, right? So this might be a good place to establish, some put option positions for the near term, right? Nothing too long over here, but something for the short term, just to capitalize on, the opportunities that we are presented by the markets over here. Yeah, okay, now, so Impossible Investors community, if you are up for this over here, I'll be looking for a trade on this stock. Tonight, some options to sell on this stock. As for the rest over here who are not part of our community, if you know how to trade options, if you know how to sell options, you can look at this as one of your opportunities. If you want to find out how we do it at a 99% success rate on all of our trades over here, right, do find out more about our programs. All right, click on my Instagram handle at Impossible Terrence, okay, or follow my Facebook page over here at Terrence Tan. Yeah, okay, look for me over here, and I'll be looking forward to putting out new content to all of you tomorrow. Let's see what the market has for us today. Okay, just before I end over here, markets are up over here in pre-market trading. All right, we can see the US S&P futures over here up about 11 points as of yesterday's closing. So up to right now, we're pretty much flat. Yeah, okay. This is Terence Tan, the Impossible Investor, signing off over here from Singapore. All right, I'll be looking for the US market to open this evening, our local time over here. All right, meanwhile, stay safe, stay sane, stay impossible, everyone. I'll see you in my next video.